high school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighting, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Good evening and welcome to Frankfort High School for another edition of High School Soccer on the ISC Sports Network. Along with Mark Newman, I'm John Herrick, and tonight the Frankfort Lady Hot Dogs get set to battle the Western Boone Stars on what is a very unseasonably warm September evening here, Mark.
Unseasonably warm, kind of windy. I think we've got some conditions that if things go the way these teams want, we'll see some goals.
Yes, definitely. And we're getting near the very end of the regular season. Western Boone comes into this game with a record of 2-6, facing a Frankfort team that is 4-8. So clearly both teams below 500. Sectional play is coming up. Want to make sure they get into sectional play on the right foot.
That's right, and it's a conference game too. Sagamore conference game. These two teams know one another well. There's a rivalry of sorts that exists here, so I expect this to be a pretty competitive game.
Starting lineups for Frankfort in goal. At the goalkeeper position is Vanessa Guardado. She is a sophomore. The rest of the starters, Amy Marquez, Mia Hernandez, Stephanie Aguilar Espinoza, Adamaris Rosales, Judith Sarabia, Bianca Garcia, Natalie Cruz, Ava Michael Melli, Alanis Moreno, and Jenny Garcia Cruz. Those are the starters for Frankfort. They are coached by Isaac Field, and Frankfort is on defense first, trying to get the ball away. And Western Boone, their starters are Kale Connor, Emma Williams, Emily Conyer, Izzy Moore, Aislinn Baxter, Rachel Coleman, Kaylee Steimel, Hannah Hayden, Ella Jones, and the goalkeeper is Carly Pennington, and the last starter is Macy Woodburn. The head coach is Shane Steimel for Western Boone. Western Boone on the attack, but Frankfort able to stand tall defensively for the moment. Ella Jones tries to get it back in a favorable spot for her team.
So right off the bat, you see that the girls from Western Boone doing a nice job maintaining possession of the ball, trying to get it out wide. The advantage that these teams are going to have if they continue to play this way is using the width of the field to move the ball forward and back, side to side.
Mia Hernandez being aggressive, forcing Western Boone to the sideline. Coming out of there with it now is Melly Alanis Moreno.
Good job of switching play there, relieving the pressure on the part of the Frankfort team. And a counterattack opportunity mounting here for Western Boone.
So far, Western Boone has felt like had the ball for the majority of the early portion of this game, Mark.
Yeah, and for them to continue maintaining possession, you need to see a little bit more of runs off of the ball, looking to play balls into space as well as to feet, but really looking to move off of the ball so they continue to keep this Frankfort team running.
Good job by Mia Hernandez to kick it down there on Frankfort's, to get it out on the Western Boone side of the field, and she earns a throw in here.
Can't be stationary here. Got to move, create some separation between you and the defending player.
That one kicked high in the air by Hannah Hayden. And now Western Boone on the move here with Rachel Coleman.
And a number situation. They've got the momentum going for them. Got to get more white shirts into the attack here.
But jousted out of bounds by Jenny Garcia Cruz. Yes, it is a throw-in for Western Boone, but that, kind of buys Frankfort some time defensively to get set.
That's right. They'll get in. They'll drop back. They need to find players, though. They can't be loose on their defending.
That one knocked out again by Hannah Hayden. I think that might have, actually, that was off of Western Boone. So Frankfort with the chance to throw in here. And they let Adamaris Rosales do that. This will be the first of 2 games that we have here tonight. The second part of our doubleheader will be the Frankfort boys against North Montgomery. That one, Rachel Coleman was angling toward the sideline and kicked it down the field to Macy Woodburn. Now this is Kaylee Steimel coming out of there with it. Stars on the move. But Frankfort able to stand tall. Battle of the number 12s here. Kaylee Steimel and Bianca Garcia.
Nice ball played into the middle of the park there, but knocked away.
So far, it feels like, Mark, that this game is being played very much so, you know, with Frankfort on their heels defensively, but they're doing everything they can to stay with it.
Well, it helps that they've got, on the Frankfurt side, they've got playing 4 in the back here, so it's helping them defend the ball a little bit more effectively. They've got numbers up in most situations.
Look like that one's last touch by Cale Connor, freshman. This Western Boone roster made up of 8 seniors, 6 juniors, 3 sophomores, 5 freshmen. Frankfort's got 9 seniors.
Good job here. Nice job of handling the ball. She pulled it back, knocked it into the center of the park, found some feet, did a good job there with that interchange.
And Macy Woodburn boots it up. Some separation here as
a little push from the back.
Yeah, Aislinn Baxter came across, but the goalkeeper for Frankfort steps up, Vanessa Guardado, sophomore, and then she booms it away. Also 5 juniors for Frankfort, 4 sophomores, 7 freshmen. So a nice group of young and veteran players. That one tapped high in the air by Mia Hernandez. Tries to track it down, kicked away by Moore. And
control it,
whistle.
find feet.
Looks like there was some sort of violation on Frankfort.
Not sure the referee knows what it is. He's just going to drop the ball. She's off.
Yeah, offside there.
An opportunity for Frankfort to get up the field to really put some pressure on these Western Boone backs here.
This is Adamaris Rosales who gets to initiate the kick. Good battle there between Rachel Coleman and Melly Alanis Marino.
Much of the play taking place between the 2 18s, nothing really becoming super dangerous yet for these teams. Playing more crisp balls to feet that get there with a little bit of pace. That's going to help with Frankfort's attack and penetrating this Western Boone defense.
Woodburn trying to chase this one down. She does from behind. Bianca Garcia trying to get her.
Good job.
And there's Guardado to scoop it in and goal. As we come up on minute 32 here in the first half. And that leads to Carly Pennington having to come up and grab this one for Western Boone.
Now she needs to wait a little bit here just to allow her teammates to push back against these backs. You can see how the team has lost its shape. They're just sort of spread out on the field as opposed to creating a more of an attacking posture. Beautiful through ball just played there.
Izzy Moore flying up, kicked and a little high.
She really did a great job of bringing that ball down, and she lifted her head up. She looked to see where the goalkeeper was. She was picking the right side. Problem was she leaned back on the shot and caused her to launch it over the crossbar.
So Frankfort gets a break there, and Vanessa Guardado with the goal kick. Here it is.
Control it. Get it down. Head up. Got to pick your head up. Good.
Fight there between Emily Conyer and Kareem Quinones. Now Amy Marquez comes back and can't track it down. She got her left foot on it. Throw in for Kale Connor. And Connor gets it into Woodburn.
Just touch it, touch it. Good. Control it. Nice. Played that behind her foot.
Yeah, and that was Natalie Cruz.
And played a
with nice
beautiful
move.
through ball into the left side of the park.
Hernandez had it taken away by Conyer. Goes out. Looks like this is a Frankfort throw-in. There's kind of this steeple hill. So if the ball goes down the hill, it's quite a way for the players who gets to throw it in to have to go back and get it.
Yeah, a little extra workout for them.
little extra use of the legs.
Yeah. Control it. That's it. Now you see these players are stationary. They really have to move and get into a different spot to shake these defenders so they open things up for their teammates. And give it. Good.
This is Abby Bautista who checked in. So Frankfort's got a few subs that they've brought in. This is Aislinn Baxter for Western Boone. Seems like momentum has shifted a little bit, Mark. We're playing more on the Frankfort side.
Yeah, well, I think it's just more an issue of continuing to bring in fresh legs. There haven't been any subs on the Western Boone side yet, but you've seen 4 different kids rotate in and out on the Frankfort side, so it's keeping them a little bit more fresh.
We had a whistle, and looks like some sort of violation against Western Boone leads to a...
It was an offside call.
Offside, yep, that's right.
And I just play a simple ball out to the flank here. I wouldn't try to get the ball too far forward. See, the problem you run into here is unless you're really being aggressive to attack that second ball, you stand the chance of losing it or turning it over. And here's a situation. It actually turns into something good if she can get this ball end line.
Well, Amy Marquez was able to keep it in bounds. Hey, but that was last touch by Western Boone, looked like, yeah.
Quick.
Kale Connor tried to get it out, could not. Now it leads to a throw-in for Marquez. Knocked over by Conyer, kicked out. That was the last touch by Frankfort, so Conyer with a throw-in. She tries to set something up quickly, overshoots Woodburn. Woodburn trying to stay in bounds.
Good job.
Able to do so, but it was taken away by Abby Bautista. And this leads to a run out. Conyer trying to sneak one past Guardado here.
Good job.
But she was waiting on it. Don't forget, you can stay connected to the ISC Sports Network all season long by downloading the ISC Sports Network app from your favorite app stores. Watch all the games live or from the archives. ISC Sports Network. Local. Lives here. Booted away by Carly Pennington. Now comes Steimel. Tracked down and kept in play by Bianca Garcia. Now that leads to Steimel getting it. Steimel up the field quickly. Steimel heading towards the goal. Steimel with the kick, and she boots it through for Western Boone.
Great goal. I mean, we've seen this so far throughout this first half that Western Boone likes to use the left side of the pitch. They've got a lot of firepower on that side. Each of the 3 shots that they've taken thus far have come from basically the same spot. They struck gold in this last try. Coach's daughter, I think, too, huh?
It is. Kaylee Steimel, the junior, scores in the 28th minute of the first half to make it 1-0 Western Boone. So now Frankfort's got to come up with some kind of response. Rachel Coleman for Western Boone kicks it up the field. Met with some resistance, several blue jerseys standing in her way. Abby Bautista tries to take it the other way for Frankfort, but she is denied. Coleman makes a move. Coleman had it kicked back by Marianne
Needs some help.
Hernandez. Frankfort having some trouble digging it out of there. We got players falling and whistles blowing. I think that is a foul against Western Boone. A lot of contact there.
Yeah. I think he missed the call down in the box there. Fine feet. Good. Up. Tough touch.
Yeah, Williams tried to send it up the right side. Goes out of play. Leads to a Frankfort throw-in.
Yeah, these square balls are really tough. Playing them really with pace, square as opposed to a little angled ball, taking a little bit of that mustard off the ball. That's the ball you really want to get, is that little angled ball.
Elenis Marino kicked a deep one, but right there waiting for it in goal, Carly Pennington. Karina Mora Santos in, a senior. So lots of Frankfort subs have come in over the last few moments.
Well, it is senior night. It looks like they're trying to get a lot of the rotation and get these kids an opportunity to play, which I think is just a wonderful thing.
Glad you mentioned that. That is something I forgot to bring up. It is senior night for both Frankfort boys and girls soccer teams. Sectional play coming up. The pairing show was on Sunday. Western Boone going to host Faith Christian, North White, and Rossville in their Class A sectional. Frankfort will be heading to Danville. They'll be in the same sectional as Crawfordsville, Danville, Greencastle, Lafayette Central Catholic, North Montgomery, and Tri-West Hendricks. So that's where both these teams are headed in the postseason. And that was knocked out, I think, by Melly Alanis Moreno. Again, one of the seniors who will probably get a lot of playing time tonight.
A couple of tough sectionals, particularly I heard Tri-West in that one with Frankfort, as well as Crawfordsville. Crawfordsville is sort of the class of this conference, and then Tri-West has got a very good program.
Yeah, both these teams, Sagamore Conference teams. All right, probably one of the best attacks for Frankfort so far tonight. Let's see if they can make something out of it. Well, they say, was she out? Yep, she was out, so that leads to a throw-in for the Hot Dogs.
Got to get some blue shirts down there.
Amy Marquez lofts it in to Emily Mora, one of the freshmen, but was she over the line, or was it?
No, he's bringing some subs in. She threw too early.
All right, so more subs coming in for Frankfort. One of them is Ava Michael. She's back in as one of the starters. I think also coming in Karina Mora Santos, one of the 9 seniors for Frankfort. Emily Mora trying to go through traffic. And goal kick coming up for Western Boone. Just inside 24 minutes left in half one. Our difference in the game right now, a Kaylee Steimel goal in the 28th minute.
Good. And counter. When you intercept a ball like that, it's got to be an immediate signal to your teammates. They got to sprint and get into the attack, so you're given options to play the ball to.
How long is that window of time between you intercept it, you got to make it move?
Milliseconds. I mean, it literally becomes an instinctive thing, but it's something that you train for in practice. So it's something that if you're doing the right things in practice, your kids know that this is what you got to do.
Oh, that's a handball. Yeah, that bounced right up, and Baxter hit it. She knew it right away. So free kick for Frankfort, and doing the honors here is Stephanie Aguilar Espinoza.
Big ball, big one.
And it was deflected right away. So Baxter, who committed the handball, was able to knock it free with her leg and send it back. Frankfort tries to regather themselves. Adamaris Rosales kicks it across.
Knock it down. Now go at her and dish it. Tough ball. Tough ball. Got to play that that more simple ball right into the feet of Celeste Rodriguez there. She's there, open, got space. She can receive it and then turn on her defender.
That was Jenny Garcia Cruz who kicked it. By the way, Defining Looks Wig Hair and Nail Salon, where they can assist you with a wig for your hair loss needs due to COVID-19, any medical conditions such as cancer or age-related thinning hair. They're also certified in toppers, wigs for kids and children with hair loss. Find them at defininglooks.com, or you can also get them on Facebook or Instagram. So the wind is sort of blowing from our left to our right, so it's heading at Frankfort's back on their screen here.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a bit of a north to south wind, south to north wind.
It's been blowing pretty steadily. Swirling at about. And that was a small kick there by Pennington, a dangerous kick because there were a couple of Frankfort Lady Hot Dogs waiting on it.
Good pressure there by this Frankfort team.
But Celeste Rodriguez takes it back, and did she step out? Yes,
so
she did.
That's a situation where Celeste needs to bear down and just get on her heels, hold these Western Boone players off so somebody can get into a spot where she can play the ball to them.
One of the subs for Western Boone, Faith Valenti, had that throw in, but that went out of play. So now a throw in for Ava Michael of Frankfort.
Big throw, big one.
Well, she tries to heave it toward the goal. Emily Mora trying to track it down, and it was kicked out.
It's the right idea to get the ball end line like that.
But
playing it right down the touch line to the end line.
Yeah, Mora touched it last, so Carly Pennington tries the goal kick. What's this? What do you think Pennington's trying to do here, Mark? Oh, she's letting one of her teammates do that. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision on her part. The player that took that goal kick has a nice foot on her. This is a situation where you need to be able to clear the 20 players that are on this side of the field, or on the defending side of the field, in order to give your teammates a little bit of breathing room.
Emma Williams and Emily Mora just had a nice battle for it. Western Boone wins that. Steimel, who had the goal earlier, able to circle it up the field. They have another opportunity here, but I think we got an offside.
Yep.
Aslan Baxter got a little too far ahead. Just inside 20 minutes left in the first half. Frankfort's had some opportunities here, just have not quite been able to play on the Western Boone side of the field long enough. Now when Hannah Hayden tries to poke it free, and it was last touched by Frankfort, says the official. So Hayden gets a throw in for Western Boone while some subs come in. Looks like they are bringing in, Frankfort is Amy Marquez and Abby Bautista. And Addie Jones for Western Boone comes out onto the field for the Stars. Frankfort with a nice move here. Pennington knocked it free off of her leg and then had to scoop it up to save it.
Pressure the ball, force a turnover here.
Tracking down that loose ball for Frankfort is Adamaris Rosales. She gets a throw in. Taken away by Baxter. Baxter trying to weave her way through traffic and kick it up the field. And there's Guardado to scoop it up for Frankfort. She elects to boom it away. Opportunity here for Ava Michael.
Keep it in. Step on it. Oh. She could have stepped on that ball, maintained possession for her team, and instead of giving up that throw in. Little dancing on the ball.
Nifty move by Steimel, trying to work her way around a few defenders, and Michael keeps it in play for a moment, but then it rolls out, so that leads to a Western Boone toss.
Big throw.
He's Mark Newman. I'm John Herrick. Thanks for joining us for some high school girls soccer on the ISC Sports Network on a very windy and warm Monday night.
Knock it down and find some feet.
Jenny Garcia Cruz tried to get it back in play, but Western Boone stands up to that. Faith Valenti was about to throw it in, then she decided to hand it off to Ella Jones. So Ella throws it in right to Rachel Coleman, and big kick there by Ella, goes off of the chest of Emily Mora. That probably hurt. Ella with the throw in again. Mora there to pick it back up, and kicked out by Izzy Moore. So Frankfort with another opportunity.
Need to see if we can get the ball to the other side of the park here. Everything seems to be right side dominated. If they switch the play, free up to get the ball into some free space, it creates a clear path to the goal for them. Turn it. Find feet. Just touch it. That's the idea. These switches of play, they allow the team with the ball to dictate advancing the ball, and puts the defensive team really on their heels. That was a nice illustration of Frankfort moving the ball across the park, creating some space for themselves.
Yeah, what do you think Frankfort can do to improve on their spacing here?
Well, they just have to pick their heads up a little bit. I mean, these are little technical things as young players that they need to just work on in training and figure out. I mean, the ideas are there, but their heads are down, so they're not seeing when their teammates are open for the ball. And I talked about it a little bit a few moments ago too. Playing these crisp balls into feet or into space, you really can't play. We call them hospital balls. These balls that really don't have a lot of pace on them. They're too easy to intercept, so you got to play the balls with a little bit more pace on them to get to their target.
Steimel, well, she's got to weave her way around a few blue jerseys, and we're getting some kind of infraction here against Frankfort. There was a lot of contact, so Steimel with the kick.
Nice ball into space there.
She gets it up to Becca Keyes.
Great save.
Kick. Oh, what a play by Guardado. However, it goes out off of her, so that leads to a Western Boone corner kick.
That was a great through ball that was played, and she picked her spot, but the goalkeeper showed patience, staying on her feet, getting set, and made a very nice save. Good foot save. So
Kaylee Steimel, who scored the lone goal of this game in the 28th minute, will come on for the corner kick.
Now, it's interesting. They've pulled all of their players outside of the 18. They're going to attack the goal here with at least 3, but they play a short corner, so we'll see if anything comes of this.
She opts to scoot it in to Rachel Coleman.
Got to recycle the ball here. Instead of taking it into pressure, recycle it and then bring it around in an arc outside the pressure.
And a foul on Western Boone. That allows Frankfort to kick it away with Guardado.
Nice locked ankle. Use your shoelaces. Big boot. That's a good ball. Good job. Now you got to get to this ball, and what blue shirts need to do, you got to be the first person to the ball, but more importantly, the blue shirt needs to get to the second ball so they get possession of it.
Fight for it along the sideline. Faith Valenti tracks it down for Western Boone.
Tough
Gets
touch.
it out of there, and that was booted free by Mora out into the Western Boone zone, but then kicked free by Hannah Hayden.
So the Western Boone team plays more of a traditional 4 players in the back. They've got 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 2 attacking players. It gives them a bit of a numbers advantage in the back and enables them to clear the ball away a little bit. On the flip side, you've got a little bit more of an aggressive attack on the part of Frankfort, who only plays with 3 in the back, and it's sort of gotten them in that one instance where the goal was scored.
A little bit of a friendly fire there on that last play. You saw Emily Mora kick the ball high, and it accidentally hit her teammate Judith Sarabia right in the head. But the infraction on Western Boone means free kick opportunity here for Frankfort, and doing the honors, Jenny Garcia Cruz, one of the team's junior defense players. She opts to scoot it along the short kick, but
Knock it down.
Emma Williams kicks
Use
it
your body.
in the
Got to
air.
use your body. Control the ball. Keep the defender off the ball.
Karina Mora Santos, I think, had the right idea, but knocked it out.
So now Frankfort has to do a really good job of finding a white shirt, getting their body next to that white shirt, so that when the ball comes back into play, Western Boone just doesn't have a free path to that ball. We talked a moment ago about second balls. You want every opportunity to create possession for yourself. Get that second ball. So here's the first ball and the second, and Blue's got to come up with it, and they get the second ball.
Yep.
Up, but turn up, maintains possession. Nice.
Out. That's off of Western Boone's Izzy Moore.
And give it.
A nice kick up the field by Mia Hernandez. Hernandez gets it back. Tries to leave it for Marquez. Marquez had it poked free, but it was hit out by Valenti of Western Boone. So Frankfort gets to have possession. On the throw-in, it gets hit right back to Marquez. Frankfort maintains it, though. But there's Steimel coming up with another big play for Western Boone as we come up on 11 minutes left in the first half. Steimel loving that left side of the field. That's where she scored on earlier, but then this time she's turned away by Jenny Garcia Cruz. That kick by Marquez knocked free, and Western Boone able to track it down until Marianne Hernandez comes up. Steimel trying to weave her way through traffic. Steimel makes another nice play. Steimel heading toward the goal. Guardado, can she be there? Yes, she is. Guardado with a big save. And then the second opportunity by Williams goes wide. So Guardado stands tall to Steimel this time.
Does a great job coming out, getting set, showing patience as a goalkeeper, allowing the shooter to kick the ball right into her.
The Healthy Communities of Clinton County Coalition was formed in 2006 as a partnership of healthcare providers, service care providers, educators, and community leaders who are interested in addressing issues of health in the Clinton County community. Over 15 years later, the coalition is still committed to making permanent changes by encouraging policy systems and environmental changes with a desire to always make the healthy choice the easy choice. You can learn more at healthyclintoncounty.com. Nice move by Natalie Cruz to get around. Who's going to win the battle to this ball? Well, Williams, but she also knocked it out. So a Frankfort throw-in. Trying to come up with something big here towards the end of the first half. Along with Mark Newman, I'm John Herrick from Frankfort High School. This is near the end of the regular season for both of these teams and trying to get a big conference win before the playoffs begin. That throw in by Ava Michael was, unfortunately for Frankfort, they hit it out last. So, goal kick for Western Boone. Looks like Pennington will have Steimel initiate the goal kick. And that one was turned away by Judith Sarabia. But Valenti able to keep it alive for Western Boone. And now this is Coleman. Rachel Coleman hurrying down. Makes a nice move. Coleman with the kick. Turned away defensively. Big play by Marianne Hernandez to get that ball away. And Frankfort able to be aggressive on defense, and it pays off. But Western Boone tries again. And it's hit out, but off of Frankfort, so a Western Boone throw in. Stands out to you about the first half so far, Mark?
Well, I think Western Boone has really dominated play up to this point. They've done a really nice job of getting the ball to the coach's daughter.
Kaylee Steimel.
Thank you, Kaylee
No
Steimel,
problem.
as well as Emily Conyer. She's been dangerous in a couple of instances. They've forced the goalkeeper for Frankfort to really earn her paycheck. Vanessa's done a wonderful job of keeping the ball out of the net up until now. But hoping we'll see some things a little bit different in the second half as they go in the locker room here in a few minutes.
That shot goes wide, so Guardado breathes a sigh of relief, tracks the ball down. Again, this is our first of two in a doubleheader tonight. The Frankfort boys playing at North Montgomery. Also just so good to see soccer back and these teams having full seasons after what was a tough last year with the pandemic.
Yeah.
But
get it down.
coming over to get this, Judith Sarabia. Knocked away by Becca Keys. I was going to say Sarabia. Yeah, this should be a throw-in for Frankfort. Yes, I think Keys tried to say it was her throw-in. Referee was like, no. But not the throw-in you wanted there for Judith Sarabia. And Macy Woodburn kicks it up the field for Western Boone, tracked down by Stephanie Aguilar Espinoza.
It resulted in a turnover, but you can see that it has the potential to form a more potent attack, that little angled ball, as opposed to the straight, more direct ball that's so easy to intercept.
Well, you mentioned, Mark, that Frankfort needs to be more on the left side of the field. They get a throw in from that side of the field here. How do they turn this into a goal?
Well, if they go in and then they go out, so you bring the ball into the center of the park and then you push it out, again, forcing the Frankfort players to chase it a little bit, you're going to create some gaps and some openings for yourself to get in more of a shooting position.
I'm not sure here. It looked like Natalie Cruz just slipped and fell. I'm going to say she was...
Big ball. Yep. See if she can get it over the wall. Get it over the wall into the feet of it. That's a nice ball she plays in.
It is, and it goes tipped. Pennington, and then it kicks through. Almost
Unlucky.
A goal. My goodness. Pennington had it go off of her hands.
She did a great job of playing that ball through the goal mouth onto the back post, where he had an on-waiting Frankfort attacking player. Unfortunately, it didn't find the back net.
Looked like Ava Michael had a shot at it after Pennington touched it last. And Frankfort gets a corner kick here.
Get it in there. Oh, good grab. Well done.
Yeah, Pennington in traffic, able to reach up and grab that one. But her toss might have been intercepted. Yep.
Keep it in.
Well, we've got to give a lot of credit.
Quick. Now got to turn it around. Take advantage of numbers and these Western Boone players having to run backwards.
Yeah, Natalie Cruz unfortunately hit that ball with her hand. It bounced up, hit her foot, and then the ball just took a weird hop and hit her right on the hand, which of course is a handball violation, giving it back to Western Boone. As we come up on 3:30 left in the first half.
Got to push up against her. Don't let her turn this ball. Perfect give-and-go situation. So in that situation, after Macy Woodrum knocked the ball off, she needed to turn and get into a spot to receive it back.
Steimel has been the hero of the first half for Western Boone, trying to get another goal. Makes a nice move to slow up, and then her shot gets deflected off the arm of Marianne Hernandez.
Good job. And
Frankfort able to withstand the onslaught there from Steimel and the Western Boone offense.
Yeah, a good job by Vasquez Sanchez using her body to keep that defender off of the ball, create some separation between the ball and that defender, and knock it out of bounds.
Looks like Becca Keys throwing it in.
Good D.
Knocked out by Jenny Garcia Cruz. Ava Michael tried to get it up the field, rolls out of play. Throw in for Western Boone. This is Izzy Moore. Now Frankfort's getting it back here with not a lot of time to work with. They get another break as Moore touches it out.
Get it down. And find feet. Knock that ball into space.
Good move by Steimel to hold off her defender and then kick it away after she found a teammate. But now the opportunity for Judith Sarabia. Another throw in here for Frankfort. Sarabia can look around, gets it in to Ava Michael. That was very close to being a handball on Western Boone.
Turn on the Jets.
Yeah, Woodburn's trying to get it, but she is held off.
Good job.
Held off by Hernandez, but Woodburn got her leg on it. It's still in the field of play. Guardado's kick goes off of Woodburn, and a shot here for Western Boone, but they can't capitalize.
Good job by Woodburn using her body to fend off that defender, playing the ball back into the center of the 18.
A minute left in the first half.
Conyers sort of been that ever-present, dangerous player for them at the top of the 6 or at the top of the 18, either getting a shot off on goal or creating something for someone else.
Well, Guardado's got to get back in the goal and knocked away there. Hernandez makes another nice defensive play. But then it's tracked down by Moore.
Last opportunity here. Keep it in bounds. Get it across the goal.
Huge play there. Sliding knock away by Garcia Cruz.
If they can hustle, they can get one more ball into the box. Quick.
Yeah. This is a corner kick here for Western Boone. Yeah,
nice ball. Yeah. Good punch out.
Guardado knocked it away. Kicked high in the air by Garcia.
Good work by the goalkeeper there, boxing that ball out of danger.
And Frankfort able to stand up and hold defensively at the end of the half, with Western Boone coming very close to adding another goal. However, they do get one. They got it in the 28th minute from Kaylee Steimel, and Western Boone leads Frankfort 1-0 at the half. We'll have your halftime show coming up when we return. You're watching high school girls soccer on the ISC Sports Network.
WinTech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Linden and New Richmond. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and unlimited usage. Order service today and get free installation at join.wintech.com.
What would you like us to? How long is the halftime? 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Well, we don't have that much time to kill. That's good. Okay.
Unless you want to come back, talk, and then go back to commercial and then come back.
Yeah. You can just come back with a couple minutes left on the clock. That's fine. We can spend more. Thank you. Well, yeah. Well, and then the second, right, and the second you get one bit of action, then it gets kicked to the other side, and yeah. Or is there a lot of standing around by Frankfort? I feel like they're not moving a whole lot.
No, I mean, in both instances, I think the difference has been the midfield. And for Western Boone, they're playing through balls. They're turning and playing through balls that, kid like Conyers is able to run onto and creates that dangerous situation. But, Yeah, I mean, you can't be a ball watcher in this game. You really have to do a good job of continuing to move, getting into spots so you're giving the person with the ball options, but everybody's playing in more of a reactive mode right now.
Let's sit down for a second until we come back.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday night, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
WinTech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now, because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going
before.
to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Defining Looks is a full-service wig and hair salon. We offer shampoo, cut, color, and styling for wigs and hair. Whether your situation is medical or cosmetic, our goal is to help you every step of the way in this emotional process. Let Defining Looks help you create your signature look. Schedule a consultation at defininglooks.com. Defining Looks, located on Sagamore Parkway North, next to Home Depot.
Finding affordable, quality reproductive health care isn't always easy. Did you know that there is now a family planning and reproductive health clinic in our area that is income-based? Services include Pap tests, breast cancer screenings, pregnancy tests, sexually transmitted infection and HIV testing, same-day birth control placement, filled prescriptions, and free condoms. Services are on an income-based sliding scale. Visit 1234 Rossville Avenue or call 659-6063 for more information or to schedule an appointment.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Frankfort High School, home of the hot dogs. FHS provides a high-quality education in a newly renovated 282,000 square foot campus. We have 19-plus career pathways offered at FHS, including advanced manufacturing, business administration, engineering, health science, to name a few. FHS offers 10 advanced placement courses and 24-plus dual credit options. FHS boasts a proud tradition of theatrical performances, including 2 plays, a musical, and the local favorite, Big Broadcast. We are Frankfort High School, home of the hot dogs.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Have you heard? Titmont and Wintech have joined forces to build a stunningly fast fiber optic internet service with no data caps and the best customer service from a company you know and trust. Sign up today and follow our progress at join.wintech.com.
The offensive source in this quarter. Brady, hello, has the first up. Smith tracks it down. Shot at the buzzer. Sideline. He cuts it back. Can he get to the goal line? Stankham looks for his man and fell from the seat of his pants. Makes the grab. Johnson gets by that first wave. Bounces it outside. Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Lawrence Central.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday night, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Wintech, powered by Titmont, is building the future in Linden and New Richmond. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and unlimited usage. Order service today and get free installation at join.wintech.com.
The difference in the game right now is a Kaylee Steimel goal for Western Boone that happened in the 28th minute, and the Western Boone Stars have a 1-0 lead over the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Along with Mark Newman, I'm John Herrick. Thanks for joining us for some high school girls soccer on the ISC Sports Network. So, Mark, Frankfort did some good things in that first half defensively, but were not able to cash in on the offensive end. How did they get things turned around here in the second half?
Well, I think they want to be able to look to play balls into space. Everything is being played, or they're trying to play things directly to feet, and it has its place, it has its time. It's important in order to maintain possession as you're creating a buildup. But in order to get behind this Western Boone defense, they need to start playing little angled balls behind the defense to the left and to the right, using both sides of the field to open things up, create some shots for themselves.
It looks like, too, some of their throw-ins have been a little bit lackadaisical. You've seen them throw the ball in whenever they have a throw in, and it's like a defender is either right there or sneaks up and is able to steal it right away.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation where you've got to put, as the person receiving the ball, you have to have a little bit more of a stout presence. You need to find the player that's defending you, get a body on them or in front of them. And as we were talking about a little bit in the first half, that second ball, you've got to make sure that you're not the only person on your team going for the ball. A teammate has to pick up the pieces, get that second ball so you maintain possession.
It is senior night, too, for Frankfort, and we have a boys soccer contest coming up as soon as we are done with this one. The Frankfort boys taking on North Montgomery. So Frankfort soccer double dip here on the ISC Sports Network and the Hot Dog Network. Frankfort gets the ball to begin the second half. Looks like it is Bianca Garcia doing the honors. Just waiting on the signal from the referee to begin the second half of play. All right, he's got his hand up. Looks like for Western Boone, this is their last game of the regular season. For Danville, for Frankfort, they will be playing Danville on Wednesday in what will be their final regular season matchup before sectional play begins. So now we change sides, and Frankfort's now going right to left in blue on your screen. Western Boone the opposite direction in white.
Good job. Good job of cutting the ball behind the defender, and one slipping through inside the 6.
Aggressive attack there by Amy Marquez, and she hit it in the direction of the goal, but Pennington, Carly Pennington, the goalkeeper, able to pick it up and knock it back the other direction for Western Boone.
Turned into a player and lost it, unfortunately. Here we go. Counterattack now.
Steimel gets it past the defense. Steimel's already got 1 goal tonight, tries to make it 2. And she does. Got it just inside as it bounces off the net and in. Steimel starts the second half with an early goal.
Yeah, Guardado did a nice job of covering that near post, but Steimel picked her spot, found the far post, nicked the inside of that far post, and it found back netting. A quick 2-0 lead on the part of this Western Boone club.
So Steimel scores a goal in the 28th minute of the first half and gets one here in the 39th minute of the second half.
Big one. One more. You got to get it out wide. Now, look, they have no width there, so they're coming back to the same side they just left, and this is overloaded with white shirts.
Natalie Cruz trying to get it up the field for Frankfort, has it batted back.
Yeah, you look to the right side of that pitch there, and there are no blue shirts occupying any of those spaces. You need to make these runs into those spots in order to open things up for yourselves.
She tries to track it down with that run, does Melly Alanis Marino, but ends up knocking it out with her left foot. Throw in for Western Boone. Battle here between Aislinn Baxter and Bianca Garcia.
Got to get numbers into the attack. Blue shirts have to get into the attack. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white shirts and only one blue shirt.
This is Natalie Cruz trying to get it up the field.
Good ball.
Yeah, she had the right idea, but I think
played a nice bending ball to the far post. All she needed to do was get a little bit of a shoelace on that or the bottom of her shoe or anything just to tap it home.
Yep. Looked like Bianca Garcia was the one who tried to get her leg up in the air, just mistimed it to touch. Steimel with the goal kick.
Good job of getting the ball down there. Counterattack opportunity. You see the defenders just holding their line as opposed to trying to slow down that attack. It makes it easy for the Western Boone side to play a through ball to the touchline.
Adamaris Rosales tries to get it over to Stephanie Aguilar Espinoza, who was in a battle there with Williams, and Williams ends up winning it. So throw in for Western Boone. Rolls out of play, leads to a Frankfort goal kick. Well, that Steimel goal, that deflection it took just around the left post and rolled in. Guardado.
That's it. Who have you got? You see defenders sort of sagging back, just ball watching here as opposed to getting into a spot to receive it. That's a good, that was the right idea, looking to play that through ball. That'll work, one touch.
Did for a moment, but then
nice
taken away by Natalie Cruz. Cruz trying to get around Williams. Tracked down by Alanis Marino. Right idea, but then it rolls out.
Frankfort really doing a nice job of showing some individual skill here. Some of these players with their pullbacks and their cutbacks and doing a nice job of keeping the ball away from Western Boone players' feet.
Western Boone, I guess, they don't like to go with the deep goal kick. They just like to keep everybody on their side of the field.
Well, they're trying to possess the ball. I mean, you increase the likelihood of creating a turnover if you're trying to go with the big ball over the top. Maintain possession, build, burn some clock at the same time. Knock it down. Favorable bounce there for Western Boone.
And a good attack there by Emily Conyer, but she was...
Good job of turning into the play so she can immediately pick her head up and see what's opening up.
Mora had a chance at it for Frankfort, but then lost it.
Get it wide. Nice through ball. Here's a blaze of speed.
That's Steimel again. And Guardado comes up. Steimel, another chance.
Good shot by Steimel. A lot of power on that ball. Guardado did a nice job of paring it away.
I wonder if Aislinn Baxter fell down as she tried to get that ball in. But never.
And counter. There we go. Nice ball out to the flank. Got to catch it. You got to catch it.
I think we have a foul. And he's pointing It looks like Western Boone gets to keep it. So, what was it? No, it's okay. It was against Western Boone. He was. Sorry, sun was beaming right into my eye when that reference.
Look over your shoulder. You got to see what you've got. Unlucky. So this is a situation where teammates are around. You have to tell you what's coming at you so you can turn the ball, or if you need to play it back to the goalkeeper or a defender needs to move behind you. This is where communication becomes incredibly important. Pick up a white shirt. Make sure all the white shirts are picked up.
Throw in by Rachel Coleman. Kicked out wide by Cruz and then sent back by Emma Williams. Garcia Cruz up the field quickly. And that is poked out of play.
Good job defensively there.
Favorable side of the field here for Frankfort. See if they can capitalize. Melly Alanis Marino lofts it in to Hernandez. Hernandez crosses over, lets it fly, and then it's batted back. Good job by the defender, Emma Williams, one of the Western Boone seniors.
Keep the ball in. Don't let it roll.
Coleman heaves it across.
Good job of taking that ball down.
Western
nice
Boone
touch.
Came into this.
Here we go.
Western Boone came into this game having scored 10 goals all season. So a fifth of that total knocked across here tonight. They also are 2-3 on the road, 0-3 at home. So I guess based on their 2-6 record, they appear to be more comfortable on the road, and they're showing that here tonight. This is Baxter. Baxter kicks it across. Fight for it.
Good D.
Knocked free by Garcia Cruz, then kicked a second time by Aguilar Espinoza. Booted out of play. Looked like it was last touched by Steimel. Head coach for Western Boone, Shane Steimel, assisted by Mallory Galloway, and his daughter with both goals tonight for Western Boone, leading to this 2-0 lead they have. Frankfort with a lot of work to do and not a lot of time left, just over 31 minutes.
Get the ball out wide. Get it wide. Handball. Here's where we got to get some width here. Got to get some width. Got to get ball to the touches.
Jenny Garcia Cruz, the kick. Stopped by Alanis Marino. And Alanis Marino gets around Coleman. I think we might have another possibly handball here on.
No, it was a little foul.
Okay, foul. All right. Well, the referees have to talk about it. Yes, it signals foul.
A little bit of a little heel clip there.
Might be issuing a yellow card. Yes, he is. Okay. Yellow card against Melly Alanis Marino. That's our first card of the night.
Yep.
I mean, it's been a physical game, but first time we've seen a card issued.
White shirt's got to push up.
They're going to let Steimel do the honors on this kick.
White shirts should really push up against the bodies of the blue shirts for that ball that gets slipped through.
Referee had to go and make sure he alerted both teams as to what the call was on the far sideline. Steimel.
Knock it on.
Kick, yep. Good response there by Ava Michael.
Slip it through, slip it through.
Baxter comes out with it for Western Boone. She kept it in play for a moment, then lost it. Frankfort with the throw in. Sent out of bounds, so another Frankfort opportunity.
That was shoulder to shoulder. A little bit of an early whistle on the part of the referee there. I think he's just trying to keep control after issuing that yellow. He doesn't want things to get out of hand.
Yep. It's one thing for it to be physical. Doesn't want it to be too physical. Free kick by Ivy Bell, freshman for Western Boone. So
that's it. Good overlapping run there.
Kicked it a little too far, did Judith Sarabia.
She did a nice job, though, of coming from the back, overlapping to put the Western Boone defenders under some pressure. See a little bit more of that. It's going to open things up for them.
Well, fake out there by Hannah Hayden. She acted like she was going to throw it deep and then just tossed it to Baxter. Now Steimel trying to keep it in play. Yeah, I think she goes. They're saying Frankfort touched it last.
Interesting.
So, okay. Steimel saying, I will walk out, and Coleman will throw in for Western Boone here. And, well, Coleman's coming out of the game. So Western Boone's putting Cale Connor back in, or at least Connor's coming back into the game, and Coleman's going to come out on the field.
It's a good way to burn a good 20, 30 seconds right there.
Which is what you want to do when you're up 2-0. Burn as much time as possible. Connor looking around again.
Knock it down.
Well, nobody got it, so it just went through a seam and kicked high into the air by Adamaris Rosales. Okay, now here's Mia Hernandez on the attack for Frankfort.
Quick. You got to find some feet here, Mia. Get the ball in bounds. So you're giving Western Boone an opportunity to get behind the ball. You need to move quickly on these set plays.
I feel like that's been happening a lot tonight, and it's letting their defense get set. What happens if you can't get that throw in soon enough?
Well, if you lose the sense of urgency, you lose the element of surprise, and you want to try and create as many numbers up situations and hopefully get one back, because a 2-1 game is much better than a 2-0 game. 2-0 creates a real false sense of security, but you get this amazing momentum shift and this confidence when you get one back like that. And there is plenty of time. I mean, with nearly 27 minutes left in this game, in soccer, that's an eternity.
It is. A lot can happen.
Did a nice job of switching her feet and bringing the defending player back against the grain of play and then cutting the ball back once again to find an open player. Big throw, find feet.
This is a Frankfort team that, on average, scores.
Ball's in. Ball is in.
3 goals a game. Yeah, it is. I don't think anybody thought it was. But Connor took advantage of it.
Shoulder-to-shoulder battle here. Good job by Conyer.
This is
and
Baxter.
Give it.
Baxter had it taken away by Rosales. Baxter gets it back, though.
So when you cut that corner and you get that little bit of daylight, that next touch has to be with the outside of the foot. Just touch it to your teammate. They're in the free. They're in the clear.
That shot goes wide. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Our team are all trained and knowledgeable in many areas of dentistry. We believe strongly in continuing education to provide our patients with the latest technology and techniques. And we look forward to providing the highest quality of dentistry achievable not only for you, but your family and friends as well. Visit ardentedental.com for more information. Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. Goal kick by Vanessa Guardado. A lot of traffic here. And Steimel able to come away with it.
Nice pullback.
Steimel
Give it.
circling
Nice.
around. Yeah, that was a nice give and go there. Out to Hannah Hayden. Now up the field she goes to
Cuts
Connor.
the corner. Nice job. And good job by Guardado there. Just holding her ground, covering that near post.
Looks like it went off the side of the post, so Western Boone is able to get a corner kick out of it.
Now they've done a good job, Western Boone has, with these corner kicks, getting these balls into dangerous spots in front of the goal. Let's see what they're able to do here.
Emily Conyer will apply the corner kick.
Can he use her left foot? No, her right foot.
Looked like she wanted to go to Steimel the whole way, and Steimel turned away.
Another corner.
That's a nice knockout by Ava Michael, but yep, like you said, since it went off Michael, it's going back to Western Boone for the corner opportunity. Actually, that was Jenny Garcia Cruz. Garcia Cruz there with a nice defensive play. And the corner kick this time headed back up, and the shot goes over the top of the goal, and Frankfort able to dodge a bullet there.
Nice job of knocking it back. I think that was Conyer knocking it back for somebody to take a shot with.
About 23 minutes left in this one. Guardado. I've got to get it in quickly because there's been a lot of time that's come off the clock here. Valuable time if you're Frankfort. Sarabia in a battle with Conyer. Now Connor comes in to help out. And sent back by Hayden. But picked up by Sarabia, out of bounds, off of Western Boone. Throw in for Frankfort.
Turn, head up. Nope.
That went off the side of Ella Jones, one of the seniors for Western Boone. However, Frankfort with another chance here.
Check to this ball.
Mia Hernandez trying to get it away, and she does. She's able to pull it away from Coleman.
Get the ball down. Got to get it down. Tough bouncing ball there in the center of the park.
Yeah, it doesn't help that you're trying to figure out where it is in the sun, where it might land. Steimel with a breakaway. Steimel's been sensational for Western Boone. Can she pull off the hat trick?
Great save. Good job.
Guardado able to step in and make the key play for Frankfort and then boot it away.
What made the difference there for Guardado was coming off of her line, closing down the angle, creating more of a tight space for Steimel to take that shot to, and she did a great job of holding on to it to boot.
Garcia Cruz fighting for it.
Keep it in. Get it across.
Conyer takes it away, and it goes out of bounds. Guardado with a goal kick coming up. For Wintech, powered by Tipmont, we believe building relationships turns our passion for technology into solutions that help you reach your potential today, tomorrow, and in the future. To see our residential solutions, services, and business solutions, visit wintech.com. Guardado's got to come up and grab that.
Big ball, big ball. And give it. Got to give it earlier.
Steimel's doing so much by herself. It's incredible what she's able to do. Weaving her way through defenders. Steimel.
Nice job. Did a nice job of beating 3 defenders there. But in the process, leaving wide open teammates who could have easily turned and found a shot on goal themselves.
Guardado with a nice goal kick that lands right in front of Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get it past Hayden. Hayden with good defense, though.
Blue ball.
But Hayden knocks it free, so Frankfort with the throw in. Yeah, Hernandez is like, what are you doing? It's our ball. We got to throw in. Fight for it. Battle of the 15s there. Hannah Hayden and Natalie Cruz. Hayden won it. Steimel's got it. Steimel again.
Turning and burning.
Steimel hurrying down the field. Steimel gets it past Guardado for a 3rd time tonight. All 3 goals by Kaylee Steimel as she pulls off the hat trick.
She just turned on the jets and went straight to goal. No easier way to score on a counterattack than doing just that. Nice job.
And she does it in the 18th minute. So she scored the first one in the 28th minute of the first half. The second one, as we barely had open play in the second half, in the 39th minute, and then she does it here in the 18th minute. And this Frankfort team that normally has scored on average 3 goals a game, Hernandez is averaging 1 per contest to lead the way. They have been held scoreless here tonight by a very solid Western Boone Class A team who will play in the same sectional as Faith Christian, North White, and Rossville. Faith Christian in the new girls soccer poll, by the way, that came out today. Faith Christian ranked 7th.
Western Boone may just be finding their feet at the right time.
Yeah, they might be. How important, when you were coaching, Mark, were late season soccer matches like right before the playoffs? How important was momentum for you?
Always important. I mean, like in any sport, I mean, you don't want that kind of momentum at the beginning of the season, quite honestly, because nothing happens at the beginning of the season. But you want to make sure that your team, your players are heading on the right path as you get into tournament time, where it really matters.
And some folks might say, your team is who it is late in the season, but there's also something to be said for, fine-tuning little details that maybe you might have missed.
Fine-tuning details, but there's science and there's psychology that comes into play as well. And I mean, if you're focusing on those kinds of things as well, that is giving your team appropriate rest, they're getting enough nutrition, you're talking to them about the right things, creating a positive environment for them so that it's time, when it's time to really flourish, they're on that path toward to flourishing, then you're creating an opportunity for yourself and your team.
Well, Hernandez will throw it in whenever she gets the opportunity to do so. Again, don't go anywhere after this one. Boys soccer coming up next. Frankfort boys get ready to play North Montgomery. Hernandez's throw in.
Nice job.
Handled by Cruz. Steimel just with a nice clean takeaway and then just booms it down the field. Of course, at this point in the game, if you are Western Boone, you just want to keep it on the Frankfort side of the field, make Frankfort have to come a long way, which is what they're going to do. And we got some subs coming in.
This may be the last-ditch effort on the part of Frankfort to try and get something going. I mean, if they can stick one, if they get a late goal, I mean, 3-1 is far better than 3-0. You get one now, then you maybe get a little break and catch a second goal. I mean, the whole game, the complexion of the game changes.
Last game of the season for Western Boone, and Frankfort has one more game left in their regular season. They play Danville, and that throw did not even get in bounds there from Melly Alanis Marino. It went out, so possession for Western Boone as Connor plays it in. Been a very warm September day throughout the state of Indiana, and at Frankfort our game time temperature was about 83 degrees, very unusually warm for this time of year. Emma Williams with the big kick, trying to get it back to the other end of the field. Man. Yet again, just another long kick that Frankfort's got to track down. But then it was not grabbed by Keys. Becca Keys. Short hops it, scooped out by Guardado. And Guardado knocks it away.
Nope.
Unable to keep it in. So throw in for Western Boone. For Western Boone, too, they can continue to close this out. This would be their first conference win of the season. They came in 0-4 in conference play. It looks like they're putting in some new reserves. This is Avery Krause, who just checked in, a senior for them. And Frankfort also just sent back onto the field Karina Mora Santos. And Melly Alanis Marino heaves it down the field. And unfortunately touched out last by Hernandez for the Hot Dogs. Steimel's been the star of the evening. And she gets to throw it in here. Well, aside from Steimel, Mark, what else impresses you about this Western Boone team?
Well, I think their front line has been pretty stable. They attack actually with Steimel and Conyer up front. So they play with two attackers up front, and then they've got that band of four midfielders sitting in behind them. They're getting forward and creating dangerous situations. We talked about the impact that Woodrum was having in the first half. She's been far less quiet, or far more quiet in this half of the game, but they really haven't needed her to the same extent. But I think through the front line and the midfield there, they really are a good, dangerous, well-disciplined team.
Hannah Hayden there, a little bit too aggressive. She gets called for a foul, and Frankfort gets a free kick. Celeste Rodriguez will apply it. She's one of the 5 juniors on this Frankfort roster. And the seniors were honored tonight. Senior night. Steimel picks it up, and the referee gets hit with the ball. That had to have hurt.
Come back to that ball.
That's precisely what Emma Williams did. She skied it up in the air with that left leg. And able to knock it free again. It's been so hard for Frankfort to just get anywhere in the box tonight.
Well, their midfield isn't maintaining its shape well enough. That is, keeping that 5 midfield formation and then trying to close the gap between the two front runners. There's too much space between the two of them. So you're able to, those two lines, so you're the Western Boone players are able to get in between and pilfer the ball.
Guardado waiting on it, scoops it out of there as we come down to 11 minutes to play here in the second half.
Good bounce. That was a Frankfort bounce.
Throw-in coming up here for Western Boone. Well, we talked about some of the teams in both of these sectionals. Mark, was there anything else that stood out to you about how the pairings came out or what the rankings showed?
And I mean, this is really the shakeout period. I always find the sectional time interesting because there's always going to be an upset, you know. And you know, I'm actually coming away, at least on the 1A side here, impressed with what Western Boone has done here, taking a bigger school in Frankfort, putting them on the ropes, scoring 3 goals. I think that, you know, they may cause some problems for their sectional when things get started.
Steimel can cause problems for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Kaylee Steimel is quick and has been by far and away tonight the best player on the field. And looks like a backup goaltender is in for Frankfort. They've taken Guardado out. This is Clarissa Castaneda, freshman goalkeeper. Castaneda, I mean, this is another thing, too, for Frankfort that doesn't help. I mean, they're getting some subs in now. Marianne Hernandez, Jenny Garcia Cruz. Castaneda just says enough of that, comes right up and grabs it, and then boots it away.
It's a good ball. Get the ball.
Also elsewhere in the rankings today, 3A girls soccer. The top 5 teams, Noblesville, Homestead, Carmel, Hamilton Southeastern, and Bloomington South. In the 2A ranks, where Frankfort is, it's Chittard, Cathedral, Evansville Memorial, Mishawaka Marion, Park Tudor. Those are the top 5 schools in Class 2A. And in Class A, Heritage Christian, Evansville Christian, Forest Park, Fort Wayne Canterbury, and Argos is ranked 5th. Inside 8 minutes to play. Karina Mora Santos, one of the seniors who's gotten some limited playing time tonight. But again, all 9 seniors for Frankfort have played on senior night. Big collision there between Emily Mora and Rebecca Keys, which doesn't make some of the Frankfort fans in attendance very happy.
Well, I think it's because Mora, she just caught her toe on the turf, and instead of kicking the ball, she followed through, and they hit shoulders there. So it was really an unintentional body contact there.
Steimel with the kick, and that leads to a bounce off. Baxter skies it in. So Baxter takes advantage of the bounce that is favorable, lands right in front of her, and sends it in for a goal.
Yeah, nicely taken. Right foot, drove it home over the outstretched arms of the goalkeeper.
Aislinn Baxter scores with 7 minutes remaining, just a little bit. And what a performance here by Western Boone. This was a 0-0 game for a good chunk of the first half, and then Kaylee Steimel slipped behind the defense, made a nice play, scored the first goal of the game that made it 1-0. Then she scored 2 more times, and then another insurance goal added here by Western Boone's Aislinn Baxter to make it 4-0 Stars. Our boys contest is supposed to start about 7:30. Avery Krause now in for Western Boone. That ball sent out of play. Last touched by Ava Michael. And looks like Western Boone, or is it Frankfort? Well, Frankfort's going to have more players come off the bench. They are bringing in Leslie Alanis, a senior, and also Mia Hernandez. Hernandez has played a critical role on this team from the beginning of the season all the way through now.
Team captain.
Yep, she is a team captain. Averages 1 goal a game, has 5 of them on the season. 2 for Cruz, 2 for Michael, 2 for Alanis, 1 for Marquez, and 1 for Aguilar. But unfortunately, they have been held in check tonight. They made some pretty good plays defensively, but it just feels like, Mark, they haven't been able to turn it into consistent offense.
Well, they've had their backs against the wall. They've been under a lot of pressure, and we talked a little bit just a moment ago about momentum, and when you are under repeated attack, constant attack, there are going to be some gaps and some cracks that appear in the wall, and that's just what's happened here. I mean, they've got to form more of an attack to start putting pressure on the opposite goal to actually relieve the pressure on their own goal.
Abby Bautista to throw it in. Turned away by Rosales. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Now at this point, if you're Frankfort, got to try to find a way to get a goal in. You want to try to avoid being shut out here.
Yeah, you just want to create a positive for yourself and your team, something to build upon for the last game of the season going into sectionals.
Kaylee Steimel, again, she's not only been doing it on the offensive end tonight, but definitely defensively as well. Frankfort gets this throw in. Frankfort's going to drop to 4-9. And Castaneda, even as a backup goalie, by the way, for Frankfort, she has seen quite a bit of action this year. She now has 25 saves. So she'll be certainly a factor as she goes on throughout her high school career, just a freshman. And just to give you an idea, Western Boone played Danville earlier this year, the team that Frankfort is playing on Wednesday night. Western Boone lost that game 2-0 before bouncing back with a win over Rossville. But then they had 2 straight losses after that to North Montgomery and Traders Point Christian. So they came into tonight really needing a win, and they will certainly get it. But things appear to not be getting any easier for Frankfort with Danville coming up. So just inside about 2.5 minutes to play. The referee whistled something. I think probably some sort of foul there.
Hernandez with a little bit of a push after the play ended. Had to give her a little talking to and sort that out.
Taken away by Mora Santos, but then sent right back by one of the newcomers into the game for Western Boone. That's Macy Stepp, a freshman. Frankfort gets to throw it in yet again. What a job by this defense for Western Boone, and then the offense by Steimel. Had a couple of opportunities in the box, did Frankfort, but just not nearly enough of them, Mark.
No, not enough of them. And, you really want to capitalize. If you're not getting anything out of the run of play, you really want to capitalize on those corner kick opportunities, free kick opportunities, those throw-ins deep inside the 18. Those are those chances where if you come away with a goal, it changes the entire complexion of the game.
But also, too, going forward, Frankfort's got a lot of underclassmen, 7 freshmen and 4 sophomores. So 11 players that you can train and help get better in the offseason. What do you think their goals have to be?
Well, they just have to keep playing. I mean, this is a game where technical ability is so important. And them just being able to play small-sided games, futsal on a gym floor, those kinds of things. And then when they get back together with the coaching staff, to be able to put the pieces together and to formulate a team with a stout defense and a strong attack, that's where the coaching piece comes into play.
Stepp with the throw in for Western Boone. Good aggressive play here by Becca Keys, chasing it down. That's going to be a foul on Frankfort, yep. Melly Alanis Marino just ran her over. And that should be the final play of the game, unless there's extra time. There is not. So Western Boone closes out their regular season with a 4-0 win over Frankfort. So before we go to our boys game, which is coming up in a little bit, let's put a wrap on this one. Mark Newman, your thoughts about what Western Boone was able to do tonight on what was a dominant performance?
Well, I think Western Boone showed that they have firepower. I mean, this is really setting them up well as they move into postseason play. You need to know where your scoring threats are and hope that they've taken something very positive away from that. Steimel scoring 3 goals. I mean, she's got to be feeling great about herself. And then defensively, they came out big. They didn't relinquish a single goal tonight. And I think that's an important thing to have in your back pocket as you move on to postseason play as well.
And then, of course, for Frankfort, didn't score a goal tonight, struggled, but what do you think they have to build around?
Well, they've got some kids with some tremendous individual talent. We saw some really nice dancing on the ball. I mean, possessing the ball. They show that they've got very soft feet, are able to control balls played into them and beat players one-on-one on the ground. They've just got to now find those connecting passes and get some shots on goal that are going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, this broadcast was a partnership between the Hot Dog Network and the ISC Sports Network. We want to thank the student crew of tonight's broadcast: Emily Flore, Madison Cook, Eddie Roberts, and Jennifer Del Toro. Folks, thank you so much for all of your hard work tonight, as Emily, Madison, Eddie, and Jennifer did a fantastic job. For my broadcast partner, Mark Newman, I'm John Herrick saying so long. We got boys soccer between Frankfort and North Montgomery coming up in a little bit. But the final score for the final time from this one, Western Boone 4, Frankfort 0. You've been watching high school girls soccer on the ISC Sports Network and the Hot Dog Network.
WinTech, powered by Tipmont, is building the future in Battleground. We offer 3 easy and affordable packages with superior reliability, customer service, and no data caps. Get a free Roku when you sign up today at join.wintech.com.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now, because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
How would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going
before.
to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Defining Looks is a full-service wig and hair salon. We offer shampoo, cut, color, and styling for wigs and hair. Whether your situation is medical or cosmetic, our goal is to help you every step of the way in this emotional process. Let Defining Looks help you create your signature look. Schedule a consultation at defininglooks.com. Defining Looks, located on Sagamore